Hi guys, Lynette Zhang, Chief Market Analyst here at ITM Trading. Today I'd like to show you a little bit of what's happening in the mortgage department or the real estate department. Now, Eric, do you want to hold that up? You can see that what is happening with loans that are guaranteed by the government, they are at extreme levels. And what this says is new loans, same old dangers. That's because they are securitized. In other words, those loans are put into packages and sold back to you. So what happened in 2008 was that there was a freeze in the market, but this is pretty much what the chart looked like in the lead up to the real estate market crash in 2008. I love this title too. House flipping is back in a very big way. So can you see that? Okay. And so all of this is showing you how overheated the market is. But we cannot forget this graph from the Federal Reserve. And these are mortgage-backed securities, which is a derivative, ties right in with what I just showed you, that the Federal Reserve is buying these mortgages, these derivatives of mortgages, off of the bank's balance sheet to give them cash in their system to support that. But these are all the reasons why they cannot have the real estate market implode, especially this one. Okay, I mean, that's presuming they want to hold this together. So this came out today. Suddenly, home sales, what does that say? I can't read it. Agreements are falling apart across the U.S. We've already gotten a technical signal that the real estate market has reached a peak. You know, I could tell you it was August of 2005 when I got a similar signal on the real estate market then, and it took until January, the following January, before it hit a peak, and then we all know what happens after that. So if you have some property that you're considering selling, you might want to get that done as quickly as possible, and you might want to be aggressive about it. So that's what I want to talk about today with real estate. And then somebody asked me a really good question yesterday at the webinar, and I don't know why. I guess my brain was just going in one direction. And so I said that I would think about it and then respond. And I will be sending out an email on this as well. But the question was, what would I tell children about money? And I don't know why I went blank. But here's the answer. It's the same thing that I would tell you about money. Money is a tool to hold any excess labor that you generate today for use, and you don't need to use it today, for use in the future. The intention is for you to be able to buy the same amount of goods and services with the same amount of money. That's the intention with gold. So raising children and teaching them about money and about wealth, whatever it is that you teach them, you teach you. And just understand that the whole purpose of money was a tool to hold that excess labor. Fiat money's most important function is inflation, which guarantees that you cannot buy the same amount of goods and services for the same amount of money in the future. So that's the answer. If you were at the webinar before, I'll be sending out an email on that. And like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, come to the webinars, call us with questions. We are all here to be of service. 888-696-4653. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.